Did you know that before deciding to go to a restaurant, 9 out of 10 people look up the reviews on Google or Yelp to determine if that's somewhere they really want to go to? This is why reviews are extremely important. Savory Strategies is here to help with that. We provide excellent consulting services, customer engagement, and a unique experience for all of our customers. Before a customer tastes your food, they're tasting your reputation, and this is where Savory Strategies was born. Our company specializes in the belief that good food must be discovered. Savory Strategies was founded in 2015 by a team of highly successful restaurateurs. The problem arose when we noticed small local businesses were being overlooked, not because of their food, but because of their engagement and visibility. Our team has a deep understanding of what it's like to own and operate a business in the restaurant industry, and we found that specializing in ethnic cuisines like Mexican, Japanese, Indian, and many more was our calling. These small businesses deserve to be seen, supported, and thriving. My name is Emily Heath, and I am the head of marketing on our team. I've been in the business for a little over 10 years now, with experience in branding, marketing, customer service, and engagement. I'm also the owner of my very own small business called M's Place, a small local Mexican restaurant located in Moreland, Georgia, and we've been operating for a little over 5 years now. While I run and operate my own business, I found a calling to help small businesses just like mine make sure they get the attention that they deserve. That's when I joined Savory Strategies, where I focus on creating meaningful and lasting relationships with my clients through constant messaging and building trust and loyalty. We also provide important customer service training in areas where improvement is needed. The restaurant industry is highly competitive, which means reputation is shaped by the customers and the reviews that they leave. It is so important to have someone who is highly skilled in branding and marketing to attract new customers but also keep the old ones coming back. And that's why Savory Strategies is here to help. The restaurant that I have reviewed is Katrina's Mexican Cuisine and is located on Wells Street in Sonoya, Georgia, and is known to be the perfect place for friends and family to gather. Best known for their steak burrito grande and Texas fajitas, cooked to order and consistently perfect. The atmosphere is lively and the management and staff are always friendly. I'm now going to talk about some of the strengths that recent guests have left reviews about Katrina's. The first thing being that they have amazing chips and salsa, and somebody left a review saying first time trying Katrina's and will definitely be back. You can judge a Mexican restaurant by the quality of the chips and salsa. Katrina's has nice thin chips and you're served two salsas when seated. For additional salsa was flavorful, not spicy, and had a pureed texture. It was tasty, but the other salsa you're served was delicious. Some other great attributes about Katrina's that other guests have talked about is the great atmosphere, and there have been plenty of reviews talking about the amazing staff and owner. I will now be discussing some of the weaknesses that were left on Katrina's recent reviews. The first one being that the food was not flavorful. The next one being that the food was expensive and it was not fresh or warm. And the last one being that there was long wait times. A customer left a review saying the service was worse than dismal. The food was mediocre and barely warm. For what you get, it was expensive. The atmosphere is fair. Sadly, it's not worth coming back to. There are other places with much better prices and much better service nearby. The reviews are a crucial part of how a business is able to perform. So with that, it is extremely important to make changes and listen to the bad to make it better. With comparison to Katrina's competition, there are similarities and differences that are helpful but also hurtful. The first one I'm comparing is Katrina's to Los Mariachis. Some similarities are they both have great staff, good salsa, and they both have high prices. While Los Mariachis has served food that has made people sick and Katrina's has not. Another restaurant very similar is Chapulateca's Mexican restaurant. Some similarities are they both have good food, nice and attentive staff, and a good location and very plentiful parking. And some differences between Katrina's is Katrina's has amazing salsa, while Chapulateca's was extremely watery. Katrina's also has large portion sizes, while Chapulateca's had small portion sizes for the taco salad. I will now be discussing some recommendations left by customers. First one being is correcting the images on the menu to accurately match what the items look like. The next thing being correcting orders, and if the customer's needs are unable to be met, it needs to properly be communicated with the guest. The last thing being the fish needs to be crispier, possibly smaller strips so it isn't mushy. Somebody left a review saying placed a to-go order and they knew they didn't have chicken nachos and didn't say anything until I got home and called them. I will now be discussing some threats that were left from recent customers that make them not want to return to Katrina's. The first thing being the customer service. Somebody was waiting for a very long period of time and they were being ignored by the staff. The review says, I had such high hopes for this place. We got a table immediately, but waited almost 20 minutes for someone to take a drink order. I got a skinny margarita that was made from scratch, and it was pretty good. My husband got a different margarita, and it was very sweet. Slow service continued. By the time we got around to ordering, a full 40 minutes after being seated, we were starving. Food came out 25 minutes later and was disappointment. The next thing being is improvement to the food and drinks. Somebody did also say that it is not authentic Mexican. Things were just tossed together. It was very saucy, and though it looked delicious based on the menus, it tasted nothing like what you saw. And the last thing being is there were quite a few reviews based on the prices saying that they were way too high and that people would not be returning based on how high they were for the serving size that you got. This is the SWOT analysis chart. It pertains to the things that I previously have discussed, and it's just in a smaller format to show everything all on one. So it contains the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that I discussed for the business. In conclusion, managing your restaurant's reviews is extremely important as guests are more than likely to Google the reviews prior to determining if they want to pay a visit to your restaurant. With that, it is crucial in running a business to strive to have the best reviews to keep your old customers and gain new ones as well. By making the small improvements to things like customer service, food and drink alterations, and price adjustments, these could completely change the course of your guest experience, resulting in continuous visits and a thriving business. I have enjoyed working alongside the staff and owners of Katrina's Mexican Cuisine and hope by making these adjustments, the negative reviews will be canceled out by all of the new 5-star reviews. As a thank you for using Savory Strategies Consulting Group, we have provided a personalized notebook to serve as a reminder of our time together and also use to take notes. We hope you enjoy this notebook and put it to good use as we have thoroughly enjoyed helping make improvements to provide support and provide your customers with the best dining experience possible. I'd like to thank you again for choosing Savory Strategies, and if there's anything we can do to help in the future, please feel free to reach out. Our phone number is 678-494-4343. Our email is savorystrategies@gmail.com, or you can visit our website at www.savorystrategies.com. Thank you so much again.